Hello, it's Venus Fan here. And here we are with another house build. I am building a tree house. Because why not? Of course, it's not really a tree house, but I tried my best to make it look like one. I came to this idea this is a very great story. A while back, I saw this picture of a Lego set that had a tree house. I thought I could build something like that. And this is what I ended up with. I think it's very creative, and it's definitely something I have not built before. So I think that's good. As I always say, that it is good to sometimes branch out into different things, and I really think I did that here. And I like the end result. I could not live in something like that. I do also not think that we would be allowed to build something that looked like this here in the Netherlands, but this is The Sims. You can almost build anything and your Sims would be just fine. I would say this would be a hassle to get your groceries up to your front door, but that also may be just me. I live just in a house, just a very normal house, which doesn't require carrying your groceries upstairs. But I did like this, and I liked what it gave me. And also, if you have seen the thumbnail of this video, you would have seen how it looks, and you could potentially agree that it looks nice. Maybe. I also, I'm gonna build this. It's a family house of 2 floors, 2 bedrooms. I would say this also would not bode well in the Netherlands with the fact that there is open bits. This whole gallery, if you would call it that, is open to the outside, which could pose a problem. I don't know if it will, but it could potentially lead to a problem. So somewhere in this video, you will see me try and scootage this play tree house as close to the wall as I can, because I expected that to make sense. And then this tree will come out of it. I think that is at least what I was aiming to do. I also now quickly realize that I don't have enough room for decent sized bedrooms, and I think you would want that. Now wouldn't you? A decent sized bedroom. But you would also want to have a view of this tree in your house, perhaps, right? And also quickly realize how hard it is to build up like this. It's posing a lot of problems. But yeah, I liked the end result, so it was worth it. So today is a Monday, as I almost always record these on a Monday. I don't have a lot to talk about at this minute. Not really. Not something I could share on here. There was a lot going on in my life, but I don't think it's. Well, maybe it is. So I moved into this house 4 years ago. Yeah, who knew that I would last this long on my own? But I'm still doing okay. I wouldn't say that it's been that difficult, something like that. Wouldn't say that, no. But I very quickly realized when I moved in here that my neighbor is a bit of a different person. And of course, you can't pick your neighbors, even though we might want that. So I tried to make the best of it. Thought, well, how hard could it be? And I would say that I don't know at what point, but somewhere in 2020, I realized that my neighbor likes to play loud music, and I would say that most of what she plays isn't even loud music. There's usually a lot of bass in there, and I have called the police for that before. Because of course, to a certain degree, you're allowed to have loud music on if that's what you desire. Uh, but her frequency of playing loud music has gotten out of hand. It even gotten this far that by now um, she is doing it to irritate me. So I would say 2 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday, I come home from work, and I usually try and incorporate a walk right after I get home, so that I have done that. So I did that. I came home, went to the toilet. I think I had a drink of water, and then I went on said walk. I come home from this walk, so about 20 minutes later, and I get in. I have about 2 minutes. Then all of a sudden the music goes on. So remember, I came home earlier before this walk, and it was quiet then. So she hears me come in from said walk, and all of a sudden the music goes on. I think in that same week she had a friend over. They were sitting in her garden. It was around 8. Her music was already on, and it was somewhere in between of being too loud and normal. I would say it was already loud, but was it too loud? And then I threw something away in the garbage bin outside in my garden, and the garbage bin is about 3 steps into my garden, not that far. So I turn around, walk back inside, and within these 3 steps, the music just went full blast. She had seen me walk out, I think, and she decided, well, there she is, my stupid neighbor that I don't like. What's not to like about me? I am, I would say, a model neighbor, if you would ask me, but of course that's me, and I can't really say that about myself, of course. So I walk back in, this music goes on. I then call the police again. The police says, well, what did they say that time? Don't know. I think they came around, or maybe they couldn't. See, the police, of course, have a busy schedule as it is. I think there are also a lot of calls they get that they might need to go to. So I can understand if they don't have the time to come in and take care of my neighbor's annoying loud music. I get that, but okay, then I think a couple of days later, the same thing almost happens again. And by then I was, every time her music goes on, I get an instant headache, instantly. I don't think that's a good thing. Because, see, this house is mine. I should be enjoying having this house, enjoying being in this house. I shouldn't think every time this music goes on from, oh, maybe if I just walk to the park nearby, I could have some quiet time. That's not how this works, because this is my house. I am allowed to have a nice house. I am allowed to have peace in my life while I live in this house. And she is really making that really difficult. So really difficult, it's almost not bearable. Because as soon as you start thinking, maybe I should just go and grab my book and some water and go away out of my house, sit somewhere quiet. I don't think that is normal. I don't think that's normal. So yeah, we're already at that stage. So 2 weeks ago, she rents. She rents from a company, of course. So I found said company. There's a lot of house rental companies here in the Netherlands that are social rent. If that's the correct translation, I'm not sure, but potentially it gets the point across. So I found a company. They reached out to me when I just moved in about how do you say that, the water being shut off, and the company that runs the water didn't know who moved in, so they didn't have any any knowledge of my contacts. So they mailed it to the company that rents the house next door, and that has the house next door for rent, and a couple of houses nearby and through the whole city. So I knew that I had that email somewhere. I went back to my computer, to my email account, and found the email. So I now knew which company she was renting by. I filed a complaint with them about her. That led to them telling me that I should call it's like I'm gonna go and find a word that will say what I want to say, because I have no clue what that would be in English. I just looked it up. It is, you call your local council. That's what Google said it would be. And so I did that. I've called them, I think, 4 or 5 times already now, which is just great. The last time they called me back to give me an update was on Saturday. Of course, when after they came, my neighbor stopped her nuisance. Of course, because she stopped a couple of minutes, like 5 minutes later. That's just fantastic. It's really helping. It of course isn't helping at all. So when on Saturday they called me back to update, they arrived an hour later, and of course you stopped like 5 minutes after I called. The guy that called me said that the next time she does this and they arrive there and she's still doing it, she will get a fine, €150 fine. That's, I would say, a lot of money. I would say that I have better ways to spend my money, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe that is not gonna stop her. I hope it does, because that would be nice. Also, the complaint I filed with the company she rents from, they said there is some counseling that they do to help neighbors get along better. So I now have to wait for counselors to be free, so they can come in contact with me and my neighbor. Of course, this is totally something she has to freely participate in. They can't force her, so that's always fine, because then that means that there is always a chance that she will not. But for now, it's at least every step that I've taken in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, have led me to believe that I am going somewhere. The right authorities have been notified, so that's also very nice. I would say it's very nice that that is happening. Although she apparently somebody, the local council did find her having noise pollution not that long ago. They told her then that she had to stop it, which now looking back she did on Friday, just randomly stop. So I think that's when they talked to her. But then on Saturday she started again. Yes, on Saturday, and then Saturday they came later and they didn't find that she was having no noise pollution. So that's great, but this does mean that I am at the end of this voiceover. If you want to see the screenshot there at the end of the video, if you enjoyed watching this, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you the next part next Tuesday. And my name is Friese, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.